It's great. Back to this bug, the entrepreneurial bug. I mean, what was it that got you hooked? When did you know that, I would at some point want to go out on my own and really do something on my own? I mean, was it one thing? Was it a culmination of things?
Yeah. So a psychologist will tell you that one is motivated by one of two factors. It's either to attract pleasure or to avoid pain. Right? If you think about anything that you do in life, it is always to do, if you break it down to the lizard brain, it's to do one of those two factors. And in my life, if I think way back on what originally prompted me, I was probably 7 or 8 years old and living in Dayton, Ohio, growing up there. I remember it was a really very, very cold evening in Dayton, Ohio. And I grew up in a really poor family. My mom and dad never finished high school and got married, and that's kind of what you do back then. And they never finished high school and certainly didn't go to college. And they were just struggling. And my dad was a Pentecostal preacher, and he was living on a church salary, which wasn't a lot. And there were 6 of us in the family. So I remember it was always a struggle to pay bills and this sort of thing. And I remember it was a really cold night, and we all sat down for dinner, the 6 of us. And my mom sent me out to the mailbox. She goes, "Hey, will you go out and get the mail?" I said, "Sure." So I, ran out and put on my jacket and scurried through the snow to the mailbox, and as cold as anything, and the draft was coming through the house. And I got back in and dropped the mail off to my mom, and she kind of lifted through some of the mail, and I remember her pulling out the Dayton Power and Light bill. This was kind of the bill for the electricity. And she opened it up, and we were all just sitting there having dinner. And I remember her just looking at it, and then she just started bawling. And I remember her going, "I have no idea how we're going to pay for this. I have no idea how we're going to keep the lights on." And it was just this sunken defeat of her 4 boys and dad doing the best they can, but no way to pay the bill, and a fear of getting the bill shut off. And there was something inside of me, I remember to this day, where looking at her face and the amount of distraught, where I just said, "I will never put my family through this." Like there was something inside me where I didn't want that to happen, where this fear, right, and this pain that I saw, I decided and determined that wasn't going to be my path. And I didn't know what that path might be, but I knew, hey, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get educated. I'm going to try. I'm going to figure something out. And it was from that path that I started reading self-help books. Everything from Anthony Robbins to Brian Tracy to you name it, anything I could get my hands on. And then I would look in the back of these magazines where they'd have the little ads where you could learn how to get rich in 4 days or something like that for $10. And I would literally save my money and buy those books. And basically the book was run an ad and sell a book. That was kind of their thing. So I never got rich from that. But I learned the cycle of this fear of not wanting to put a family through that. And then I started to understand that life gives you what you want it to give. And you do have a choice, and you can make a difference in your life, and you can fundamentally change your outcome. And wherever you start is not where you have to end up. And learning some of those character traits over time, and getting some very important people in my life that helped coach me along the way, guided me towards this life of being an entrepreneur.